In recent years, it has been well documented that the city of Watertown has taken immense strides in environmental conservation. The first two net zero elementary school buildings were built. The city passed an aggressive solar ordinance and a climate action plan was adopted. WCA-TV's news director Dan Hogan joins us now from Watertown Square to tell us about one resident who is putting Watertown's vast environmental progress in perspective.
Did you know that in 1996, the city of Watertown hired Tom Brady to be its first ever tree warden? No, not that Tom Brady, a different Tom Brady. But that is one of about 70 different milestones one Watertown resident put to paper to chronicle just how far the city of Watertown has come in environmental preservation, especially in the wake of large developments like the one you see behind me on Galen Street popping up all over Watertown. The city of Watertown has become a hotbed for new large-scale development, not just in the life science industry, but also two brand new elementary schools and a forthcoming high school building. Regardless of who is behind these large-scale developments in this small town, one thing is abundantly clear. The city of Watertown is ahead of the curve in facilitating sustainable, environmentally friendly developments.
We are the first municipality or city in the 6 New England states to pass a solar ordinance, which we did in November of 2018. We are the first in Massachusetts to have 2 registered net zero energy schools. That's amazing.
Watertown's Jolly Tager, a resident since 1991 and local psychologist, has researched dozens of environmental and developmental milestones reached by the city of Watertown since 1978, including the formation of Watertown Citizens for Environmental Safety and all the way to present-day initiatives that includes adopting a climate and energy master plan, approving plans to build a net zero high school, and starting a composting program.
I think what's interesting is the first couple are citizens groups. I think there's a huge change in 2015 when we hired Ed Lewis as our energy manager. It's the first time we had an energy manager. And if you look at this, you'll see how much has happened since he was hired.
The most recent addition to this list is from December 6th of this year, when the Committee on Economic Development and Planning unanimously voted to send to the full City Council a consideration and adoption of the Commonwealth's specialized opt-in stretch energy code.
It incentivizes electrification, and it has some good requirements around insulation. It's easier to heat and cool that building with a less amount of energy and using electrification. For a small town that is certainly not among the wealthiest in Massachusetts, we've made enormous strides, and we have many reasons to be proud.
If you'd like to take a look at Jolly's timeline for yourself, you can find it on WCATV.org/WCN. It is also posted on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages. Reporting here from Watertown Square, Dan Hogan, Watertown Cable News.
Aside from writing that extensive timeline of environmental progress here in Watertown, Jolly also wrote the solar ordinance that the city of Watertown adopted in 2018, the first of its kind in New England.
The ordinance requires that all new commercial and residential developments of a certain size install solar arrays. It also applies to all parking garages.